Can you naturally stimulate stem cells for healthy aging? The science of regeneration, longevity, and cellular repair. Good morning, friends. Every human being, in some way, wishes for a long life. We celebrate longevity. We admire those who live into their 80s, 90s, even 100. But there is a deeper question that is rarely asked. What is the point of a long life if it is lived in poor health? If the body is weak, if the mind is clouded, if movement is limited, if independence is lost? Is that truly longevity? Living long and living well are not the same. This brings us to two very important ideas: lifespan and healthspan. Lifespan is simply the number of years we live. Healthspan is the number of years we live in good health. Years where we can walk freely, think clearly, move independently, and live meaningfully. A person may have a long lifespan, but a short health span. Living many years, ours, but the last decades, limited by illness, dependency, and reduced vitality. But the real goal is different. The goal is to extend health span along with lifespan, to live longer and remain functional, to live longer and remain independent, to live longer and remain mentally clear, to live longer and continue doing what matters. Healthy aging is not only about adding years to life, it is about adding life to years. The ability to walk without support, to think without confusion, to enjoy without limitation, to live without constant illness. This is true longevity. And this is where regeneration becomes important. The body is constantly exposed to wear and tear. Cells age, tissues decline, repair slows. But the body also has a built-in renewal system: stem cells. These cells help repair tissues, maintain organs, and support recovery. They influence healing energy, brain function, muscle strength, immune resilience. In many ways, they influence health span. As stem cell activity declines, regeneration slows. And when regeneration slows, health span shortens. So the question becomes, can we support the body's repair system? Can we maintain regeneration as we age? Can we support health span, not just lifespan? This is not about chasing youth. This is about maintaining function, remaining active, remaining independent, remaining mentally clear, living not just longer, but better. Imagine reaching older age and still being able to walk comfortably, think clearly, care for yourself, and do what you love. That is meaningful longevity. That is extended health span. And perhaps, healthy aging is not about avoiding age, but about preserving function through regeneration. Today, we explore this possibility. Can we naturally support stem cells and the body's repair system? Can lifestyle choices help maintain regeneration? Can we aim for both long life and healthy life? Let us explore the science of regeneration, longevity, and cellular repair. There is a quiet assumption many of us carry: that aging is simply a one-way journey. that as the years pass, the body inevitably declines. Energy fades, healing slows, and vitality gradually disappears. But what if this is only part of the story? What if, even as we age, your body still carries a powerful, built-in system for renewal? Deep within your bone marrow, your brain, your muscles, and even your skin are remarkable cells. Stem cells. These are your body's repair cells, your regeneration cells, your hidden biological reserve. They replace damaged tissue. They support healing. They maintain organs. They help your body adapt and recover. And most importantly, they remain with you throughout life. The real question is not whether stem cells exist. The real question is, can we support them? Can we activate them? Can we naturally enhance the body's repair capacity as we age? Modern research is beginning to suggest that the answer may be yes. Not through extreme interventions, not through expensive procedures, but through simple biological signals. Fasting, movement, sleep, nutrition, temperature exposure, reduced inflammation, and even certain foods. These signals don't force the body, they guide it. They tell your biology, repair, renew, regenerate. This is not about reversing time. This is about supporting function, supporting resilience, supporting healthy aging from within. Because aging is not only decline, it is also the gradual loss of regeneration. And when we support regeneration, we may change how we age. So today, we explore a fascinating question. Can you naturally stimulate stem cells for healthy aging? What does science actually say? What mechanisms are involved? And what simple daily habits may support your body's own repair system? Let us begin with the science of regeneration, longevity, and cellular repair. There is a quiet truth about the human body that most people never hear. We are not only aging, we are also regenerating. Every day, millions of cells die, and millions are replaced. Your skin renews, your blood renews, your gut renews, even parts of your brain renew. And behind this silent regeneration, there is a remarkable system. Stem cells. These are your body's repair cells, your renewal cells, your regeneration cells. But here is the important part. As we age, this regenerative capacity slowly declines. Healing becomes slower. Energy becomes lower. Recovery takes longer. The brain feels foggy. Muscles weaken. And we assume this is just aging. But what if part of this decline is not inevitable? What if we can support the body's natural repair system? Modern research is now showing something fascinating. Certain lifestyle factors, certain foods, certain physiological states can activate stem cells. Not artificially, not through injections, but naturally. Fasting, exercise, sleep, cold exposure, nutrition, sunlight, nitric oxide foods like beetroot. These signals tell the body, repair, renew, regenerate. Today, we will explore the science of natural stem cell activation. We will understand what stem cells are, why they matter, how they decline, and how we may support them naturally. This is not about reversing age overnight. This is about supporting the body so it continues to repair itself. Because healthy aging is not only about preventing disease, it is about maintaining regeneration. Let us begin. What are stem cells? Stem cells are unique cells in the body because they have two remarkable properties. They can divide and make more stem cells. and they can transform into specialized cells. This means a stem cell can become a muscle cell, a nerve cell, a blood cell, a skin cell, a bone cell, depending on what the body needs. Think of stem cells as biological repair reserves. They remain quiet until needed. And when injury occurs or tissue needs renewal, they activate. They multiply. They migrate. They repair. There are several important types. Hematopoietic stem cells. These produce blood cells and immune cells. Mesenchymal stem cells. These help repair bone, cartilage, and muscle. Neural stem cells. These support brain plasticity and learning. Endothelial progenitor cells. These repair blood vessels. Where are these cells located? Bone marrow, fat tissue, muscles, brain, skin, liver. Your body carries its own repair toolkit, but this system depends on signals. If the body senses injury, stress, fasting, exercise, low oxygen, stem cells activate. If the body senses chronic inflammation, poor sleep, sedentary lifestyle, high sugar, oxidative stress, stem cells become less active. So stem cell activity is not fixed. It responds to lifestyle, which means our daily habits quietly influence our regenerative capacity. Next, we will understand why stem cells decline with age and what that means for health. Part 2. Stem cells and aging decline. As we grow older, something subtle begins to change in the body. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually. The body's ability to repair itself begins to slow. Cuts take longer to heal. Muscle recovery slows. Energy becomes less stable. Memory becomes less sharp. Inflammation becomes more common. We often call this aging. But at the cellular level, something specific is happening. Stem cell activity is declining. This decline happens in several ways. First, the number of stem cells decreases. Over time, the stem cell pool becomes smaller. This is especially true for hematopoietic stem cells, muscle satellite cells, neural stem cells. The body still has them, but fewer. Second, stem cells become less responsive. Even when injury occurs, they do not activate as efficiently. They remain quiet, slower to divide, slower to migrate, slower to repair. Third, the environment around stem cells changes. This is very important. Stem cells live in what scientists call a stem cell niche. This niche provides nutrients, signals, oxygen, growth factors. When this environment becomes inflammatory, stem cells function poorly. And with aging, chronic low-grade inflammation increases. This is sometimes called inflammaging. It is subtle, but persistent. Higher IL-6, higher TNF-alpha, higher oxidative stress. This inflammatory environment suppresses regeneration. Fourth, mitochondrial function declines. Stem cells require energy to divide and repair. But aging reduces mitochondrial efficiency. Less ATP, more oxidative stress, more cellular fatigue. Stem cells become metabolically sluggish. Fifth, reduced nitric oxide signaling. Nitric oxide helps mobilize stem cells from bone marrow into circulation. But with aging, endothelial function declines. Nitric oxide decreases. Vascular repair slows. This reduces stem cell mobilization. Sixth, accumulation of cellular damage. DNA damage increases. Protein damage increases. Cellular debris accumulates. Stem cells exposed to this environment lose function. Some enter senescence. This means they remain alive, but no longer repair. This is why aging is not only decline, it is reduced regeneration. The body is still trying to repair, but the system is less efficient. This explains many common experiences. Slow recovery after illness, reduced exercise tolerance, muscle loss, brain fog, skin thinning, reduced immune resilience. These are not random. They reflect declining repair biology. But here is the encouraging part. This decline is not completely fixed. Research now shows stem cells respond to physiological signals. Fasting can activate them. Exercise can mobilize them. Sleep can restore them. Certain nutrients can support them. Cold and heat can stimulate repair pathways. Even in older individuals, stem cell activity can increase. Not dramatically, but meaningfully. Which means healthy aging may partly depend on supporting regeneration. Instead of only asking, how do we prevent disease? We may also ask, how do we support repair? In the next section, we explore one interesting example, a simple root vegetable that may support stem cell mobilization. Beetroot and the nitric oxide pathway. Thank you, founder. Holistic Wellness Foundation. Imphal. Healing beyond boundaries.